podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps, Predictions, Sports. Let go, show recaps, predictions, sports.
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps, Predictions, Sports. Let go.
What's going on, everybody? It's the EVP from the EVP Show. And we are finally back live with your LFG Season 3, Episode 11 recap show. It's been a couple of weeks. Sundays has been... last Sunday, we wasn't able to do the show because we had the United Champions PLE from WWE, and then had some personal stuff the Sunday before that. So we have missed a couple episodes. It does look like we are coming. They didn't really say it tonight, but it looks like, I believe we have maybe 3 to 4 more episodes left. Tonight was a good show, though. I honestly didn't even look at any. They don't usually advertise any of the matches, because they normally don't put out like results or anything like that for the show until the next day. So, like, I had Elijah Holyfield obviously on the thumbnail, and he was in the main event. So it seemed like it seems like basically where it is right now is where it was the last recap that I did for LFG. It seems like the last 4 or 5 episodes have been centered around Elijah, which is fine. He's great. But this one was definitely no different. First off, I want to thank everybody that tuned in earlier at 6 p.m. for the Sunday Night Scoops. I believe I haven't got the full YouTube numbers yet, but I do believe that was my biggest turnout on YouTube. I was close to 50 views. I don't think I've ever gotten that many views on Sunday Scoops, so thank you guys for that. Had 136 comments on Sunday Scoop, so thank you guys for that as well. It's just crazy that a show like that, all these other big shows, would have the best analytics, but there's just a lot of people out there that want to know, stuff before it happens on TV and stuff like that, or fantasy booking, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and then I figured out that, I don't know, I had some sort of streak going down the middle of my MacBook, and I think it was just simply due to the lighting, testing out different rooms and stuff like that. So once again, a couple of quick announcements, as I mentioned on Sunday Scoops. Next Sunday, everyone that is in the comments, I will put into a randomizer, and I will pick one person, and that person will win a 1 month of access to my exclusive channel, my news channel, and the Discord, the EVP news channel, in the Discord. So, I mean, it's not much money anyway, but still, every little bit helps. Trying to show my support back to the people that support me. And obviously, as I said on the Scoop Show, I do have an exclusive channel. It's been open since July 1st. So if you are interested in joining, it was $3 a month. I pretty much post news in there every day. Sometimes I don't. I didn't on the 4th. Wasn't really much today besides the Sheamus stuff, which is a lot, but that was kind of, somebody got all over that pretty quick. So it wasn't really a whole lot of exclusive stuff that I could put in there today. Like, you're going to have slow days and stuff like that. But it's no contract. If you want to just come try it out for a month and you decide you don't like it, it's totally understandable. That's why I decided to make it $3. So definitely want to get signed up. I will retweet the post tomorrow. Also, I'm going to do a giveaway in the comments. I'm going to go back and screenshot, well, the person that helps me out with my comments and stuff, she's gonna go back and screenshot all the comments from every Sunday Scoop show for the month of July and August 1st. I will randomize and one person will win $25. So that's just me showing my appreciation back to you guys. Also, some pretty exciting news. LFG is coming to a close, but my favorite reality show since I've been watching since I was a kid. Obviously, I was kind of confined to having to write about it in a blog and not really being able to get the voice out on it. Haven't got some specific dates or anything like that. I do know that I spoke with Miami about it earlier. Big Brother 20 season 28 is going to be starting July 9th. It's supposed to be a really extraordinary season, all stars possibly with a lot of returnees. So my plan is to, I don't know what my plan is yet as far as a date. I will have to get back with you guys. But what I plan on doing is, because the show comes on 3 times a week, I'm not gonna do a recap of every show. That's just way too much. So I plan to just do like one show, and just recap the entire week, like who wins HOH, who won Power Veto, if they took themselves off the block, and then who got evicted, and stuff like that. Any twist, turn, powers that may take place during that week, I'm going to cover, probably starting after, well, I'm not going to wait till week 2. Probably will start it. The show kicks off on the 9th. I believe the cast is revealed on what's today? Maybe the cast I think the cast may get revealed like Tuesday. So may shoot for something. I know Miami and them do DW radio on Saturdays. Just have to kind of get with them. Or it could just be something that I do, maybe alongside TNA or after TNA or something like that. What's going on, Isaiah Bird? How you doing? But yeah, I did really good with the vlogging with it. And I've been covering it for 10 seasons. I usually cover Big Brother, Survivor, Amazing Race, and Traders, US Traders. So just something I got to figure out with the thumbnails and all that. That's going to kind of be a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, because it's not wrestling. So like they don't put out matches, and there's not really, it's probably going to have to be some sort of AI or something, computerized thumbnails or something. I don't know. So like I said, the season starts July the 9th. So I plan to, it'll probably the third, I think. Let me see what day that is. So that's going to be Thursday. So I don't know, possibly maybe on a Wednesday or something next week. I don't have a show next Wednesday. So I may try to fit it in or something like that before Kyle's show. It doesn't have to, at the end of the day, like I can do it early, I can do it late, it doesn't matter. Like there's a huge Big Brother community on Twitter, so I think I really do think it'll be a success, and people will tune into it. So yeah, looking forward to that. So Isaiah has a question. I will answer. This isn't scoops, but I will answer it. Will Zilla Fatu make a debut at SummerSlam? No, he will not. Couple things are waiting on his physical, other things like that. So And I don't think he's going to start on the main roster either. I don't. I think he's going to be on NXT, possibly. I don't know 100%, but that's what I was told. They're waiting on a couple of things. But I would say that you can expect to see Zilla involved in a big capacity by Survivor Series for sure. So, but SummerSlam, no, because it doesn't make any sense. Seth Rollins, like I said, he's at the back end of his career. If you listen to the promo Monday, he said we're closer to the end than the beginning. So Becky's already mentioned before that she's going to be retiring after this run. So Seth's had a lot of injuries. They have a young child, so I think they're trying to get this match in. Roman Reigns has to win clean, so I don't think we see the Zilla 2 unless it's something to do with the Usos and Jacob. You're not going to see Zilla. Zilla's not helping Roman win, so Roman has to beat Seth clean. But that's that on that. So let's get into it, guys. This is LFG. I believe we have 3 more episodes after this. So looking forward to that, where I can just go back to just doing scoops on Sunday, especially on the 7-day weeks because it gets really taxing. Also, I don't know what day I'll have to get with Miami. WWE Unreal Season 3 is going to be coming out on Netflix, I believe, the 21st or 22nd of July. Miami's already made me the thumb and stuff for it. So you gotta give me a couple of days to watch it. Take some notes and stuff like that, and then I will do a WWE Unreal Season 3 recap if somebody wants to come on and talk about it. Obviously, anybody's welcome to come on any of these recap shows. So, if I'm a little tired, I stayed up super late last night. I didn't get in till like 5 a.m. So, it's been a long day. It's been a really long day. Baseball's been on all day, so I've been watching a lot of baseball. But, yeah, I'm excited about this Big Brother thing. I've kind of been just trying to think outside of the box a little bit, you know what I mean? Because there's so many I'm not getting away from content creating as far as wrestling goes, but the Big Brother community. What's up, Raymond? So you missed the scoop show. There was a bunch of announcements in there. So if you want to ask Fanatic in the chat that you and him have on X, there's gonna be a giveaway next week on the Scoop Show, and then one August the 1st. So it's for a free. Make sure you show up to the Scoop Show next Sunday because I will be drawing. Anyone that comments will be eligible to go into a randomizer for 1 month free of the exclusive channel in the Discord server. So, and also, anyone that retweets and has anyone sign up from their retweet, they will also get a free membership, like no charge, the entire time that it's in the server. So there's a little incentive there as well to share it with your friends. If you can get somebody else to sign up, then you're in. It's just kind of one of those things, just kind of word of mouth thing. And especially if you know about my news and you're able to see the news that I put out, and I'm pretty reliable. So share with your friends. Like I said, if you can get a friend to sign up, then you'll get a free membership. I mean, you can't beat that. So appreciate it. You can always go back and watch, or at least go back and like the stream. I told them, like, in the stream was a lot of people today. My biggest scoop show yet, for sure. YouTube was like green all over. The analytics were just super green. Over 50 views, I believe, on YouTube. 6 likes. So I'll never get that on LFG or TNA or Raw. I mean, I get that on Raw and SmackDown sometimes, but PLE predictions, I get it, and PLE recaps. LFG got 100, I think, the first week, and then it just kind of dipped. TNA is just bad. I don't know if I should think about maybe, but Big Brother just doesn't go but 3 months. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know if I should think about replacing TNA with Big Brother. Just do it on Thursday. That may be, but that's not a full week. Like they have an episode on Thursday, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna just kind of play it by ear, see how it goes, and then figure it out. So let's get into it, guys. I'm super exhausted. Really tired. So I didn't want to miss 3 episodes in a row of LFG. So this episode is well, let's just start off by saying this season has been the best out of the 3. Normally season 1, season 2, there were several coaches. They picked their players, or they picked their wrestlers at the beginning of the show. They would have matches, 3 matches a night, and then the whoever wins and losses didn't really matter. The first, I mean, they don't really matter now either, but in this season, but it was who showed out the best as far as like telling the story and you know, being able to connect with the fans, and you know, everything that the coaches were looking for, they would get a point. And ultimately, it was for an NXT contract. So we see Shallow Hill. I mean, he's regularly on NXT TV. We've seen Jasper Troy, Skylar Ray, she was Danny Ray on LFG. Probably one of my first wrestling follows. I have 36 wrestlers that follow me on X. Just recently got Charlotte Flair, Cody Rhodes. I believe I know I have R-Truth, John Cena, Randy Orton. Let's see. Who else do I have? British Bulldog's son, RVD, Zelina Vega, Mia Yim. I have a lot of LFG. Charlotte Hill, Danny Ray. I used to have Mika Blackwood, Bailey Humphries. I have her. Li Ying Lee follows me on X. She's from I believe she was from LFG as well. Killer Cross, Karen Cross, he follows me. It's a lot, quite a few. I haven't gotten JC yet, which she's next up on the list. Kendall Gray, them two. It's like I got to get those followed, but they're gonna be so hard. Like Charlotte took me over a year or so. Cody too. So I just don't post enough anymore to try to get their follows, but I'm gonna try. All right, so I'm babbling on, guys. Let's try to get into it. I don't go move by move with LFG. Normally, this is a 35 to 45 minute show. So this is episode 11, and the title of episode 11 is The Bodacious Belly Boys of LFG. And if you guys are not familiar with who the Bodacious Belly Boys are, they are the former NXT men's tag team champions, Hank Walker and Tank Ledger, Hank and Tank. So they was in the main event tonight. So good stuff there. Obviously we have Matt Bloom, who is kind of the Triple H, or Shawn Michaels is the Triple H, but kind of the Triple H of the entire like program, I would say. You don't see Shawn Michaels unless he's like telling somebody they're going up, or they're done or whatever. So let's introduce the coaches for the season because it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on. We have Natty, she's new. That we have Kevin Owens, Booker T, Bubba Ray, Bully Ray, whatever you guys call him. Who am I leaving out? Booker T, Kevin Owens, Natty. Booker T, Natty. There's one more coach. Why am I going? Let's see. Booker T, Bubba Ray, Natty, and Kevin Owens. Yeah, it's 4 coaches. So yeah. I got Cody. He followed me. Zelina. Yeah. Oh, you got a Kendall Gray follow. Wow. That's interesting. How in the hell did you pull that off? So I have Cody. I have Zelina. I don't have Kendall. That's impressive. Karen Cost, I have him. I have R-Truth as well. I have Nikita Lyons. I have Shiloh Hill as well. The only one I don't have is from your group is Kendall. That's impressive. I don't know how you got her, but that's good. I would prefer JC over Kendall, but we'll see. I just don't post enough. I have a lot. I think it's like 36. So we'll see. All right. So those are your coaches. So we're gonna go into the matches. I think I asked Kendall for a follow since I told her I was a huge fan of hers on NXT, and then bam. Oh wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I've asked her a few times, but never got that follow back. That's cool though. So it's a big follow. She's gonna be a mega star. So JC Jane is who I'm after, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of the big wrestlers like Roman Reigns and a few other ones, they don't even really run their socials. They have somebody that does it for them. So, but Cody used to not, but he does now. So yeah, I have Brandy as well, Brandy Rhodes. Nikita, she's retweeted a couple of things for me. So Serena Lynn used to follow me, but I don't know what happened. So PJ Vasa, she follows me as well. Yeah, that's a lot, like 30 something. So the first match we're gonna talk about tonight that opened the show, and it's kind of sad, obviously, with all the Sheamus news today. It's been all over the timeline, but it's unfortunate. Sheamus has been released. He's been taken off of all of the alumni stuff, or been put it on that page with the rest of them. As I explained on Scoops, TKO went to Sheamus since he'd been injured, and basically asked for him to restructure his contract. He declined, and they released him. So that sucks. There's really not anything I can say to make it better. He is an icon in WWE, Intercontinental Champion away from being a Grand Slam champion, but we're not in the Vince McMahon era anymore. I'm just gonna, that's not me being rude. I'm just telling it how it is. TKO Endeavor, they're not playing around. So if your name's not Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes or CM Punk or Rhea Ripley or Tiffany Stratton, Io Sky, Becky, Seth, I mean, ain't nobody really. Braun Breaker, Oba, Trick, people like that. Nobody's safe because TKO is a very shrewd business, and they're in debt at the end of the day. So, if they ask you for a pay cut and you say no, well, you might as well just get ready to pack your shit and go. That's just pretty much how that goes. It sucks. I hate that for Sheamus. I was really hoping he would get that Intercontinental Championship win, and get that Grand Slam. But he's gonna get a job somewhere. That he's a GOAT. I'm not gonna speculate on where he's going. Oh, you see everybody, he's joining the Death Riders. The fucking X is just ridiculous. Um, I don't know how you guys do it, to be honest with you. Like, how you guys stay on that platform, because it is fucking exhausting. Reading some of the stuff on there, like people tweet every fucking 3 minutes, and it's just for an $80 paycheck. Like, I'm made 400 on a baseball bet. I don't fucking need to tweet fucking 100 times a day to make $80 a month. So that's, yeah, I'm not doing that. So I used to do it. I need to maybe start doing some follow trains. I'd like to get up to 10K followers. That was really my goal on X when I started, but there's just so many bots and shit, But comment from Raymond. If you guys are watching this live, if you guys can please help me out and hit that like button on the stream. Even if you didn't go back and even if you didn't watch Sunday Scoops, you can go back. It is processed, and hit that like button and try to help me get to 10 likes. Because I did say that I would give away exclusive membership if I got to 10 likes. I have only gotten to 10 likes on one. I did get a new subscriber today, so I'm at 238. So creeping on up there, almost halfway to 500, which is incredible. This is my 1,005th live video in 10 months, so that's a lot of work. Definitely, Raymond says, thanks for the comment, Raymond. Definitely for SummerSlam, it will be Cody versus Punk. Now the match will be insane. I hope so. That's the plan. So hopefully Triple H don't pull some funky stuff tomorrow. That's what I was told. But the internet's going to be, if Cody wins the title back tomorrow, I would stay off X, brother. That's all I can tell you, because they are going to blow up. I've already seen so many comments today. They hate him. So, I don't know. If he wins the title, I wouldn't get on X, bro. I'd take like a day, wait till NXT comes on, to be honest with you, because it's going to be a shit show on there for sure. Yeah, I'm hoping it's Cody and Punk for the title. That was the WrestleMania match last year. And they had to pivot because of Seth's injuries, so they went back to Seth and Reigns, which was the plan for last year. Punk Cody was the plan for not last year, but Mania. Seth Reigns, Punk Cody was the two plans for Mania. I think they're going back to both. I mean, they're already going back to Reigns and Rollins, so I believe that we get Punk and Cody. People are like, oh, we could do Cody and Punk non-title. Nobody fucking Punk or Cody's not doing that match non-title, bro. Like, get out of here. I dropped a like on your Scoop stream. Yes, I will stay off X if Cody wins. I mean, you can do what you want, but I'm just telling you, it's going to be. Thank you for the like. By the way, I think I was at 6 last time I checked, but yeah, I would try to stay off of there, man. It's gonna be a lot of people crying tomorrow, so I have to do a stream. So if Cody don't win, then I'm really gonna get it. But obviously, if he does, we'll see what people have to say when I do the Raw recap. But I'm not. I have to be professional at the end of the day. I can't talk shit, even though I want to. But I can't. So at the end of the day, it's just wrestling. So Cody's gonna win the title plenty of more times. I can guarantee you that. So it is what it is. All right. So the first match is going to be Serena Linton. And that's what I was talking about earlier about Sheamus. It's unfortunate Serena was released back little ways back when they did the releases. When WWE did the roster cuts and stuff like that. She's going to be going one-on-one versus PJ Vasa. So I don't know if you guys. She used to go by P Nasty. Season 1 and season 2, Penina Talupala, I think is her name. She's Samoan, for sure. Serena and PJ have been like really, really close friends since season one. So the Kevin Owens is actually coaching this match. So Matt Bloom tells KO that he's going to have Serena Linton versus PJ Bossa. Obviously, Serena's still here this late in LFG. Kind of been making a statement. I do believe Serena made a small stint in Evolve as well. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it worked out for her. It does look like she's doing some stuff on the indies, so congrats to her. You always want success for people, even if they don't make it in WWE. So Kevin Owens is the coach of this match. As I said, they have been friends. Matt Bloom tells Kevin Owens that he wants Serena to be the babyface in this match, with PJ Bossa being the heel. So PJ Bossa is, in my opinion, the more established at this point. So PJ basically, her job is to basically put Serena over. But see, Kevin Owens asked, well, has Serena ever worked as a babyface before? And she's kind of done both. So if you have been keeping up with LFG and you have been watching LFG since the beginning, from season one to now, like Serena Lynn, it's like a huge difference. Like she's from, I believe, Arizona. I think so. Don't quote me on that, but she's got a gymnastic background, so like she's very like athletic anyway. But like season one's super green. But this season, every match that I've seen her in, she's looked great. So I'm really surprised that she didn't at least get a longer stint on Evolve. That's more of a lesser brand than NXT. So Serena and PJ, they're really good friends. So putting them two together was an excellent idea, because they have the chemistry. So Kevin Owens tells Serena that he wants her to be a babyface. He wants her to connect with the crowd and show that emotion. I think that's been kind of the focal point of the show for Serena's. She just to digging deep and being able to show emotion in the match. And PJ Boss is a powerhouse, so it's kind of like a David versus Goliath. So Kevin Owens, when they're preparing for the match, and working, like they show them like working together in the ring before they actually have the match. So KO's kind of telling Serena, like, you take a punch and like you go to the side of the ropes, and then you take another punch, or you deliver a punch, and you make it seem you have to play I hate to say it like this, but you have to play kind of like the Cody role, where you're just kind of you have to tell a story to where the fans are able to just super connect and get behind you as a babyface. And Serena was a huge underdog in this match, obviously. So she did a fantastic job. Serena Linton did score the pinfall victory over PJ Bossa. She went up top and hit the Molly go round, which is her finisher. And she got the 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens was very impressed with Serena and with PJ Bossa after the match. Matt Bloom as well. What I love the most about Serena is she applied everything that KO told her when they were practicing in the match. She took the bumps and she played off to the crowd, and she was able to get the crowd behind her. But for me, like the biggest thing for her was the I don't know what that was. The reaction of the way she acted after she won the match. She kind of like fell out to the outside and like had this disbelief look on her face where she's like, can't believe that she actually won, which is what you do when you're a big, huge underdog like a Sami Zayn or a Kofi Kingston or I don't know, just thinking of some people that have been huge underdogs. But Serena Lynn gets to win over PJ Vasa. She definitely played it up well at the end. I was super impressed with that. And Serena did a fantastic job. I hate that she's not still part of WWE because in my opinion, I thought she was great. So, all right, so that was match one. Serena Lynn defeated PJ Vasa via pinfall by her finisher, the Molly Go round. So, congrats to Serena on that win. So, we will move to match number 2, and it's going to be Braxton Cole, who we've seen, or if you guys have been keeping up with the season, Braxton Cole was in a match, I believe maybe the last show, the show before last that I did. Sorry, just saw your comment, Raymond. Thank you guys for the comments. I usually don't get comments on LFG. So shout out to 76 people that's watching live. It is super late. I know people have to go to work. So we're going to try to steam through this. I normally go about 45 minutes. So we should be maybe a tad bit over that, maybe 50, something like that. So we'll see. Braxton Cole is going one-on-one with Jaime Garcia. First time for me to see Jaime Garcia. Very impressed. I was very impressed with him. Bubba Ray's the coach of this match. Bubba Ray's worked with Braxton Cole before. So Bubba Ray kind of instilled in Braxton Cole to be super arrogant. He's a college he's built like a brick shit house basically. Great build and all that. Super, I don't know, just got all the packages to be a superstar. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a big fan of what Bubba Ray did to his character. Like I understand like he's a college, like kind of sort of like a Chase U, but Chase U's kind of like a dorky, funny guy. I love Chase U though, but you know, it's kind of more like a comedic act. But Braxton is like looks like he just come out of a sorority house, a frat house. Looks like guys that I used to see all the time in college. So, I'm not a big fan of what Bubba Ray did with Braxton Cole with this book. Like, I understand, like, he's supposed to be smarter than everyone and, like, just very, like, pompous. And, you know, he kind of reminds me of, he's way, like, bigger, but maybe like a Disco Inferno type, but way more like, I don't know, put together. Just like the way he acts, like it just, I don't know. I'm not impressed, truthfully. Hopefully it works out for him. I'm just not a big fan. I don't like the gimmick with the book. I think it's stupid, to be honest with you. And that's the thing about a lot of these content creators that I do want to touch on for a second is, before we get to the results and move on to the main event, these content creators, and I'm not going to say any names, but a lot of people don't like JD from NY. And, you know, some of the stuff he said in the past about women and the stuff he said about Alexa Bliss, you know, I don't condone that shit. I don't like it. But there's a reason why he has 200 and something, almost 200 something thousand subscribers. And he does it for a living. He's controversial and he doesn't give a shit what you think about him. If you don't like his content, don't watch. Like, that's just how he is. And that's really not the best attitude to have, but it's worked for him. But a lot of these content creators are very cookie cutter. And I'm not talking about like the ones like on my level, you know, like starting off They're just very generic, cookie cutter. Everything's great. Hoo hoo ha ha. I love this. I love that. Like, no, I'm not like that. I'm not a copycat JD, but if I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, well, WWE's creative is fucking fantastic. At the end of the day, it's shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna get on here and sugarcoat it for you. Like I said, I wish I could call these people out, but I'm just not. Because they're great. They're way more successful at YouTube than I am. They're ultimately I watch their shows, so I would love to be able to get to their stature one day on YouTube. But they're very cookie cutter and very generic. It doesn't matter how bad the product. Now, there's one in particular. He's kind of adjusted. I've noticed over the last, I don't know, month and a half or so, watching his reactions on Raw and SmackDown. He's starting to let WWE know about it. But another person, I'm not gonna say whether it's a male or female, but they are very cookie cutter. And they don't like criticism from X. Well, let me tell you something, sweetheart. You're fucking well known. And you're, making YouTube videos about touching grass and shit like that. Like, yeah, people are gonna come after you. So, and that's something that I've had to, Miami's kind of taught me a lot. Final Boss Lady, because I'm very hot headed at the end of the day, but you just can't. I mean, you have to you have to have thick skin to do this shit. You just do. And this person is just like, oh well, everybody's just always bitching and complaining. Well, that's just the way it is. Get over it. Like, you're getting a check off of this shit, so like, why does it matter? Like, the product isn't great, so call it like you see it. So, but that's just my take. That's my take on it. I see JD getting a lot of hate, but at the end of the day, he's one of the best at what he does, like him or not. I watch every one of his shows. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you a lie. I watch him. I watch Denise. I watch Santi's app. Who else do I watch? I watch Solid Monster. Denise Salcedo. I watch Wheezy Blonde a little bit. Just depends on what she's doing. She's great. I mean, just not I'm not a big watch along person, so she does a lot of watch alongs. I don't really need to get on YouTube to do a watch along. I can just watch it myself. But yeah, there's some great ones out there. Comment's great. I love Comment. He's awesome. So shout out to Comment. So Bubba Ray is telling Braxton Cole that he wants him to show this arrogance, show the crowd, tell the story that that he's the better person, that he's arrogant, he's smarter. So they start working together. Jaime Garcia, like I said, this was my first time to see him. He was fucking great. Like, really good. I don't know where he's from. If somebody in the comments or somebody watching can comment, I've never seen this guy before. But he's great. So hopefully, like, we'll be seeing. I don't know if he's on NXT, Evolve, or if he got released. Hopefully, God, not, because I thought he was fucking fantastic, especially for the first time I've seen him. Jaime Garcia wins the match with some sort of neck breaker. I don't know what he called it. I think he called it the Jaime breaker or some shit. I don't remember what he called it, to be honest with you. I was watching the baseball and that at the same time, so then I stopped watching baseball after my guy hit the home run. So Jaime Garcia beats Braxton Cole with the neck breaker 1, 2, 3. So after the match, Bubba Ray tells Braxton that he did not show he did not show the crowd, or he didn't, for him. So when the match started, Braxton come out with that stupid ass book. I don't like it. I don't. There's nothing about it that I like. I think it's terrible. I think if if he tried, like, I know a lot of you guys are big Joe Henry fans, but what's he doing right now? Fucking doing a concert every week? Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, he's making money. He's a former TNA champion and all that, but I mean, he was a lot better in TNA and NXT than he is on the main roster. They got this guy cutting the same fucking musical concerts every fucking week. Like, he's not Elijah. So, like, just stop. Like, do something with this guy. I mean, he wrestled fucking Randy Orton at WrestleMania. So, but Bubba Ray tells Braxton that for him, he didn't show like that he was the smartest guy. And he did not show the arrogance. At the end of the match, when Jaime won, he took that book, which I thought was funny as shit, because that's what I would have done. I would have took that book and ripped all the pages up and probably threw it into the crowd and threw that book to the crowd. That's what I would have done personally. So Jamie wins with the neck breaker, or Jaime, I'm sorry. So Bubba Ray tells Jaime, he said the only complaint that he had with him was that he feels like that he gets nervous during the match if he does not hear noise or crowd reaction. And that is a huge thing. Now, athletically and like his movesets, like he's great. Like, kind of reminds me of a luchador. Maybe a Dominic Mysterio type or something like that. I mean, he's not fucking Dirty Dom. Let's face it. Dirty Dom is the greatest luchador of all time and the greatest Mysterio of all time. Let's not kid ourselves here, guys. But he said that, look, don't be nervous. Just tell the story. Get the fans invested in you. Get the fans invested in your story. And I mean, truthfully, like, Bubba Ray's right at the end of the day. Like, fuck, why is my fucking ex calling me? That's very odd. Especially at fucking midnight. Okay. That's weird. Sorry, too much information. So, sorry. So yeah, he tells him, like, look, don't worry about it. At the end of the day, just, you know, make sure you're telling that story. And he said, because if you're not able to tell a story, you're not going to be successful in this business, and you're not. Like, telling a story is the number one thing in professional wrestling. Like, that's why you hear Charlotte and Cody and Roman and all these other people, they have like acting coaches. Some of them have like speaking coaches or promo coaches and stuff like that. Because you have to perfect that stuff. You have to be able to tell a story in that ring, because at the end of the day, if the fans are not invested in your story, then when you have your match, you're going to have crickets. And if you have crickets, then you might as well, with TKO involved, you might as well go ahead and get that suitcase out of your closet and put your shit in it and out of the locker room and get on about your business. You'll be out of there quick. Bubba Ray also tells him to apply all the moves that they worked on. So that was the critiques from Bubba Ray. Just a quick recap. Match 1, Serena Linton defeated PJ Bossa via the Molly Go round, and Jaime Garcia defeated Braxton Cole. So we're going to get to the main event of the night, and basically the reason for the title of the episode 11, the Bodacious Belly Boys of LFG, it was going to be the main event of the night and the biggest test to date for Elijah Holyfield, which I'm sure if you guys don't know, he's dating Zena Sterling from Evolve. I'm not sure if you guys know that or not, but so it's going to be the main event. It's going to be the former men's NXT Tag Team Champions, Hank Walker and Tank Ledger, the bodacious belly boys of NXT, versus Apollo Crews, former, I believe, United States champion and Intercontinental champion, and Elijah Holyfield, who all the coaches are just skyrocket for Elijah. He's his dad is Evander Holyfield. If you guys have been living under a rock, one of the greatest boxers of all time. So, and he is unbelievably in shape. Like his arms are big around my whole body. He's huge. Booker T is going to be coaching the match. So, before the match, Hank and Tank talk about how they are very excited to be working with Elijah. They saw him at the tryouts, but they're more importantly excited to be working with Apollo Crews, because Apollo is more like a natty where, he's kind of done what he's going to do on the main roster, but he's there to mentor Elijah Holyfield. Like he said this a couple episodes ago, like he feels like Elijah's the next big thing and he wants to take him under his wing. And Apollo Crews is a big deal. Like he hasn't been released. He's been with the company for over 10 years. So Hank and Tank are definitely looking forward to that. So, really good match. Elijah definitely stepped up. It was a banger match for me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But Hank Walker and Tank Ledger got the win in the main event. So, one other thing before that, Booker T told Hank and Tank that their number one job for this match was to make sure that they put Elijah Holyfield over. Make sure that they made him look great. And that's exactly what they did. So hats off to them. Apollo's great as always because he's been mentoring Elijah pretty much his entire season. But Hank Walker and Tank Ledger, the bodacious belly boys of NXT, get the victory over Apollo Crews and Elijah Holyfield. Booker T said he loves their energy. Like I said, got to get Elijah over to Hank and Tank. Hank and Tank win. Booker T says Elijah is going to be special at the end of the show. And Elijah finally gets it. So, yeah, he's great. Looking forward to seeing what Elijah's going to do once I'm guessing within the next couple episodes. He's definitely the MVP of the season. So, I don't know if he's wrestling somewhere else, Evolve, or where he's at right now. Because he did have he tore a tricep or bicep or something like that. But yeah, so great episode. Just a quick recap again of the matches. In the first opening match, we had Serena Lynn defeat PJ Bossa, pinfall by the Molly Go Round. Match 2, Jaime Garcia defeated Braxton Cole with some swinging net breaker and took Braxton Cole's book. Hopefully, Braxton gets rid of that book. And in the main event, Hank and Tank from the former NXT Tag Team Champions defeat Apollo Crews and Elijah Holyfield. So that is it, guys. Let me make sure if that's everything that I have. I have a note thing that I jot all my notes down. Very big upset for Serena Linton. So definitely enjoyed that a lot. So yeah. So that is your LFG Season 3 Episode 11 recap show, guys. And we almost made it an hour, which is great. I thoroughly enjoyed tonight's episode. I'm looking forward to seeing how the last 4 or 5 episodes play out. Obviously, I'll be back next Sunday night, same time, same place, same channel for episode 12 recap shows. So, shout out to we have 106 viewers. So shout out to Greg and um, everyone for helping me market this and get people in here this late. Uh, it's already Monday on the East Coast, getting close to 1 a.m. So shout out to him. He's doing a hell of a job. I had over 200 on the DW television page for Sunday Scoops, close to 60 on my Twitter page, and somewhere between 50 and 60 on YouTube. So great job. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you are watching live on the EVP show, my YouTube channel, hit the like button. That helps me out, helps my stream, helps my algorithm. But we also are live on my X page, and we're live on DWE Television X page. So let's give a rundown from everyone from DWE Television. First off, it's Miami the Great 305, the CEO of DWE. Follow him on X, and the HR and his co-host of DW Radio, Final Boss Baby with 2 B's. Make sure you follow her on X, and you can find them on Talk It Up podcast on YouTube. Make sure you give them a subscription on YouTube as well. Miami the Great covers Inside the Mind with Miami. He will be live not tomorrow, Tuesday, I believe, 6 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Eastern, one of the two, with Inside the Mind, where he's getting you ready for the NFL season coming up in 10 weeks. And then me and him will start season 2 of the EVP Miami NFL recap show. But you can catch him and Final Boss Baby every Saturday for DW Radio, where they cover all the topics, Raw, SmackDown, everything that's going on with the releases or anything that's going on in the news. They talk about it. So excellent show. Make sure you guys tune into that. You can watch that show on DWE Television, on X, Talk It Up podcast. You can also watch it on Twitch at DWE TV, and DWE Television, and also on Spotify. Also, shout out to the world of Greg and Kyle the Man Anthony, who will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow with the rundown, as they will get you ready for Monday Night Raw. We have 3 title matches where Saul Ruka will defend the Intercontinental Championship against Raquel Rodriguez. The Street Profits defend the Raw Tag Team Championships against The Vision. And for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, going into his 9th or 10th day as being the champion, Sami Zayn will defend the title against the former 3-time undisputed champion, American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in the main event in Chicago. So expect to see CM Punk. It's very obvious. And that's why it's main event. So, but yeah, catch the world of Greg and Kyle the Man Anthony an hour before Raw tomorrow, as they will get you ready for Monday Night Raw. It's the rundown. You can catch it on DWE Television and on Talk It Up podcast as well. Also follow the world of Greg, Kyle the Man Anthony. Also with Kyle the Man Anthony, he has a new show out as well called Queens of WWE, where he covers all of the women's wrestling aspect in WWE, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, PLE results, fantasy booking, just a good old time. And he touched base with me and asked me to be the co-host. So I was on episode 2 with him. Great show. Miami was on with him last week. I wasn't able to come on. So, but this week forward, I will be on the show with Kyle. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, is the Queens of WWE episode number 4. So make sure you guys tune into that. And that will be live on DWE Television. So definitely look forward to talking it up with Kyle on what's going on in the women's division right now, which is not a lot right now, especially with the type silver NXT. The top champions in WWE are just not really doing a whole lot. But looking forward to it. Make sure you follow him and tune in Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern for that. Director Red, make sure you follow him on X. After the Slam podcast on X and on YouTube. Smoke Sessions podcast, and also Sports Jedi Network. Everyone is affiliated with Gimmick Table Media. With that being said, guys, thank you so much to the 115 people that we have in here watching live for the LFG Season 3, Episode 11 recap show. I will be back. Shout out to Isaiah Bird 4497 and my boy Raymond. Thank you for coming into the comments. This is the conclusion of Doubleheader Sunday. I am exhausted, but I will be back shortly to tell you guys where you can find me on my socials and what I have coming up for you guys this week.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recap Prediction Sports. Let go, show recap prediction sports.
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recap Prediction Sports. Let go.
All right. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Doubleheader Sunday, starting off with Sunday Night Scoops at 6 p.m. Eastern. We were live, had a big, nice, huge crowd, a lot of comments, a lot of conversations, a lot of news, a lot of fun, and capping it off with the LFG Season 3, Episode 11 recap show, Sunday, June the 5th, 2026. So as far as where you can find me on my socials, it is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You can find me on X at EVPCJP. Give me a follow on X. Make sure you go all the way up to the top of the X page, and you can find my YouTube page. And yeah, if you love my content, retweet that YouTube link to your friends, family, because there's always daily wrestling content on here every day. Just about I'm live, so try to help me get to at least 300 subscribers, and then we'll start working our way towards 500. So I'm at 238. So thank you guys for that. And if you are subscribed, please make sure to turn that notification bell on. It will remind you when I go live. On Instagram, it's a business account, but you can see all of the videos made by Miami and Greg for my upcoming streams. I just posted tomorrow's stuff for Monday Night Raw. But you can find me on Instagram at EVPCJP. My YouTube is in my bio. TikTok at Brady the Goat 21, at BRADYDAGOAT 21. Same thing as Instagram. YouTube is in my bio, and it is all videos for my upcoming streams. Last but not least, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you can't find my YouTube channel and on any of my social media platforms, just go to that search bar up at the top and type in at the EVP show. You'll see over 1,000 live videos, probably over 500 shorts, and a couple of pre-recorded videos as well. And if you are subscribed, like I said, make sure you hit that notification bell, turn that notification bell on, and come join me for daily wrestling content. So what I have coming up next for you guys, as I mentioned, it is triple threat title matches tomorrow on Monday Night Raw live from Chicago, Illinois. Come join me at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for your Raw recap. Tuesday night, I'm back again at 10:30 p.m. Eastern for your NXT recap. Wednesday, I will be co-host with Kyle the Man Anthony at 8 p.m. Eastern with the Queens of WWE episode number 4. Thursday night, I'm back again 11:30 p.m. Eastern for your TNA recap show. Thank God, SmackDown is back to 2 hours. So join me Friday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time for your SmackDown recap. And then next Saturday, I'm off. Make sure to tune in to DW Radio. And then next Sunday, same thing as this Sunday. It is Doubleheader Sunday again here on the EVP show, starting off at 6 p.m. Eastern with Sunday Night Scoops with the EVP. And then come back later on, 11:30 p.m. Eastern that night for LFG Season 3, Episode 12 recap show. And that is all of my social media handles and my schedule for the upcoming week. Once again, thank you to everyone who participated in Doubleheader Sunday with Sunday Night Scoops and with LFG Season 3, Episode 11 recap show. With that being said, guys, I am the EVP from the EVP show and the golden boy of DWE. And DWE is the only place to be. enjoy you guys Monday. Hopefully, you guys work day goes smoothly, and come back and join me tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern for your Raw recap show. Good night, everyone.